everybody. Great. Sorry about that. Glitches do happen. We're coming from a different venue tonight. We're at Nadav and Elfie's house, Nadav and Elfie's cellar. Elfie's going to be our special guest tonight, and she's doing her second round of Ketopia. She's had an awesome result, so I'm very excited to interview her, and you'll hear all about what she's doing and how she's doing it. But what I did talk about, and obviously you didn't hear me, is that we've got a very special guest on next week, Sue Blair, who will be on, has lost 22 kilo on Ketopia. She started at the beginning of the year, she started in January, and her goal is to lose 40 kilo by the end of the year, and her methodology is to do one reset a month. So she does 10 days every month. She's done about 6 or 7. She had a very big goal. We're going to talk about goals. You know, sometimes we shed weight for health reasons, for different reasons. Sue had a goal, and Elfie's got a goal too, so I will ask you what your goal is. Sue had a goal of climbing this mountain in Bali, and she had to shed weight to do this, and she went to Bali in June, and she'd lost 20 kilo by then, and she did it. So it's going to be an amazing interview. She'll be coming to my place next week, and we will go as long as it goes for. And please bring, I'm really encouraging you to bring, it's going to be quite an inspiring story. She's quite an inspiring person. I haven't met her in real life, but she will be on live next week, and we, really like as many people to be on that webinar to ask her questions, and she will share what she does. She does it quite strictly, and you can ask lots of questions, and it'll be a great opportunity for new people to really, follow a journey of a woman who has a very big goal. 40 kilos is a big goal, so she wants to shed all of that by the end of the year. I met a wonderful lady this morning. She's also shed about 7 or 8 kilo. I met her for breakfast, and she has a goal of riding horses again. She needs to be a certain weight so she can fulfill her passion and ride horses. So that's amazing. And so I'm going to introduce, and I wanted to talk about Israel. If anyone has any last minute people, we're having the launch of Ketopia in Israel, 2:30 a.m. our time, Melbourne time, so it'll be about 3:30 their time. And I know I've got a couple of people going, and that's tonight. And there'll be 2 days of the launch with Michelle Lesueur there, the nutritionist, Ron. I don't know who else, Ron Williams, Joe Jensen will be there. So if you have anyone that you want to send it, the tickets are actually sold out. It's actually sold out because they show up at the door and they use their pushy energy high on, their high energy. I'm sure they'll be able to get a seat. So that's on too. We're very excited about that. So Elfie, welcome.
Thank you.
Elfie's my cohort because we did a series together a while back. We had fun.
Yeah,
we did invitation training a while ago, and Elfie, just tell us a little bit about how many resets have you done, and how much weight have you lost, and just talk about whatever the favourite part of your program is, and why you love Ketopia, why you're loving it, and I'll just turn it over to you.
Okay. Hi everybody. Well, first one I did was probably a few months ago, and I didn't really do it that strictly. I'm not such a strict person, to tell you the truth, but I didn't really get the whole idea. This time around, however, I educated myself a bit more, and I just jumped into it, and I decided that I'm going to do it because I've got a goal, although it's not 40 kilo, it's 20 kilo, but still a lot. And I've done it, I've just started my second reset. The first one, the third reset actually. So the second one, I lost almost 5 kilo, 4, 6 something. And I found it very easy actually this time because I always had enough food. I felt that it really filled me up. The fix, I love the fix. I actually like all of it. Do
you have a favorite product? Do you have a favorite product at all?
Well, when I take the drink in the morning, the ketonics, I just feel like I imagine little Pac-Mans in my body eating up all the little fat inside, big fat, little fat, all the fat. And so I quite enjoy that actually. I do eat something first thing in the morning. So
what do you eat?
I just have a hard-boiled egg or an avocado, something like that. Just something to put in my body. And then after about half an hour, I start drinking the ketonics, usually the lemon one, because that's what I have. And
the lemon one, is that a new flavor, Elfie? The lemon ketonics.
Orange.
Okay.
Lemony, well, because I put a bit of lemon in it, so I guess I call it lemon. My lemon.
I just didn't want to confuse the
orange. No, sorry, don't want to confuse it. It's lemon.
Orange.
Orange. The raspberry one is also nice. Very nice, actually. But I enjoy the lemon one too. And then I take a break after a while. So say maybe about 2.5, 3 hours. And then I have the shake with something else. So some cheese, a salad, tuna, something with it. And that really fills me up till my evening. And the dough bar I keep as a special treat if I need it. Mm-hmm. So I don't always have it, but most times I have it. Yeah, so I'm really finding it very easy, which usually I never found diet so easy. I always I'm not so much a diet person, and
we know it's not so much a diet, is it? It's like a lifestyle. It's a reset, isn't it?
It really is a lifestyle, a life change, because there's a lot of food that I'm just not interested in anymore.
What have you let go of? What sort of foods do you find?
Well, carbohydrates. I'm quite used to like carbohydrates. So I gave up that. And sugar. I'm quite a sugar person. Did you
find it stops your addiction to sugar when you're satiated with the fats? Are you experiencing that you're satisfied and you're not wanting the sugar as much?
Definitely, because definitely. I don't feel that I need it.
That's great.
Sometimes I do want something like a treat, so I mix some tahini with all sorts of nuts and stuff like that, and that really
satisfies you. So you don't feel deprived.
No.
You're losing weight. You're eating foods you love. How much have you lost this time? This last reset?
Well, almost 5 kilos on these ones, and I'm keeping on going because I've got my son's 30th.
Yeah, tell us about your special goal. Tell everyone about your special goal.
Well, I'm going to Israel after a few years that I haven't been there, and my son's 30th. So I just want to look and feel good.
I noticed today you're wearing a very tight top. Elfie usually covers up. You can't see it on the screen, but I walked in and she's wearing leggings.
Yeah.
You don't have to show yourself. It's all right. It's just I noticed, she's wearing leggings, a little figure-hugging top. And I can tell you already feel different, don't you?
I feel different,
Your posture.
I feel like it's sort of from the inside. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like from the inside it's happening to the outside.
Deb says you look great. Deb's just commented you look great.
Thanks, Deb.
What else do you do? Are you taking the digestive enzymes or Ketopia?
Yes, I'm taking both of them actually. So I introduced the digestive enzymes, and I don't know exactly what it does, but I feel that it's doing something.
You have to watch our webinar of last week. You have to catch up and watch.
Yeah, I've been busy doing other stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, and the Ketopia, I feel that I'm sleeping better, and what's happening is that I'm waking up feeling much more refreshed. So since I have to get up early, and I do get up early, it's amazing.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of the other benefits aside, because we know it's not just about weight loss. What about, are you experiencing better energy and clarity?
Definitely better energy, definitely clarity, yes. Yeah, I just feel different. I feel sort of more positive and more energy, it's just a different level of being, I can say. Yeah.
Wonderful. So Nadav, I think Nadav is doing it together with Elfie. I'm going to invite Nadav. I think they're doing a reset together now. So Elfie's decided to continue and do another 10 days. You're going to do another 10 days?
I'm going to do 10. I'm going to do another 10. I'm going to do as much as it takes.
So I'll move out of the picture. So Nadav, are you doing it with Elfie?
Yeah, I started today. It's actually my second reset. Definitely much easier. I know what to expect. I was actually very excited last night. I thought, wow, just to start letting go of my toast in the morning or stuff like that. I didn't get any coffee outside this morning, which was great. Of course, I ran to the store and I got more avocados, nuts, and stuff like that. So, like tonight, we're gonna make some ketonic dinner for both of us, which is fun. You know, Rafaela's son is gonna get some other stuff if he wants to, but it's a lot of fun. I must admit that, you know, after drinking the Ketonics this morning, and then having the dough bites around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I got a burst of energy, which was, it was a cold day and I didn't expect it, and I feel like I get like a different feel right now, which is great. I'm looking at Elfie. I could tell already. She's done like a 10-day research. I think a week ago you finished your first one. I could see how much more energy she has. You can see the person is more active, is more, you know,
different energy.
Yeah, different energy, which is great.
They're asking us how much water.
Yeah, how much water do you drink, guys? Deb and Lisa want to know how much water are you drinking?
Well, I put a lot of water in the morning with my ketonics. Quite a lot of water. I put a bit of lemon sometimes, and afterwards I fill up the container again with water and drink that, and then with the shake, you know, it's quite a big also shake, and I just try, and that's my big drinks. Later on, I try to have as much as I can, but I'm not a huge water drinking, so I really have to fill up bottles to remind myself to drink.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think up to now, today, if I calculate everything, I'm probably up to 2 liters. So definitely before I go to bed, I need to get at least another liter and a half in me. Especially winter, I don't feel like drinking so much water, so I'm looking for more hot drinks. Actually, I had my fix today. I said, well, let's have it a little warm. I thought, well, let's switch it instead of hot chocolate. So I had a little bit of warm water, the cream and stuff. Was
excellent. Beautiful. It might be even nice with cinnamon. Yes. I actually had my fix today I went to have my healthy dinner. This is how amazing this is. I went to have my healthy. I mean, I think I ate food in the morning. I had breakfast, and everything else during the day I had a dough bite, has just been, you know, liquid. And I'm not even on strictly the ketosis now. I'm sort of in between. But what I found was that I didn't crave. I was ready to have this chicken salad, and I couldn't have it. And I wanted fix, so I ended up putting fix in a bowl with nuts and also cream and I had some Greek yogurt, and I had that as a meal, and it was really delicious. And I was feeling, so the fix is very important. I feel that if you have the fix, a lot of people we found, I just want to share this with you because I've spoken to a lot of people, and the people that are on fix in between the resets keep losing weight. If they have one fix a day, those that are doing it as a meal replacement, even if they're not having the ketonics drink, somehow it does change your metabolism, and the fix is a really important part of the program, I'm finding. And people love it, and it's really easy. It's got a lot of goodies in it.
It fills me up, and I put a little bit of avocado, cream, water, some ice, and it's beautiful.
And I went to buy some avocados and stuff like that, and it was actually amazing. I was in Aldi's, and I was in another big grocery store, not a supermarket, and I looked, and I was like, oh my God, I'm looking at this big, long shelves of like nothing. You know, I don't have to buy it. You know, I'm not planning to buy it because I'm not going to eat it. And also, you know, buying avocado is expensive, and we're complaining. But then I looked at it, it's like, wow, this is amazing fruit here. So it does cost $2, but if I go and buy a muffin, it'll cost me $4.50. You know, it's like, oh my God, we have to get it. It's much, much better.
I'm going to share with you the salad. The Elfie's made an amazing salad tonight with nuts and all sorts of goodies. So it's a great keto salad. There'll be a nice olive oil dressing going onto that. Lots of nuts and goodies. I don't know if you can see. It looks delicious. And apparently I'm invited for dinner. So I'm pretty excited about that after this webinar.
Another good thing about it is that you really take care of yourself because you do make yourself food so you don't run out and have to eat carbohydrates and other things, so you do take extra care of yourself, which is good.
Yeah. I just love it that the biggest thing for it's that the bread and all this stuff, it's so embedded in me, and I just love letting it go. And this is really, of course, you need to make an effort at the beginning and think about it. I think, but after a while, it becomes natural to you. You just don't, I'm looking more forward to the dough bites or to the fix coming along, or now for dinner would be nice.
So I want to ask you a question. What's it like doing it together as a couple? What's it like doing it together, doing the reset together? How does that feel? Because, I'm putting it to people to do a challenge so that you don't do it by yourself. Do it by a couples pack and do it with somebody. Have a buddy that you're doing it with so you feel supported, so you can, do stuff together. I know Lisa's online. Lisa and I walk together every Wednesday. Once a week. Next week it'll be Tuesday. So when we were as high as kites this morning. I know Lisa was higher than me. She did an amazing round of tennis. She might want to share in the chat box.
Okay.
She said she was in the flow this morning on the Pinky Tonics drink. Her tennis was flowing and she felt happy, and I actually haven't seen her like this for a long time. She might want to share in the chat box. We might want to interview her again next week. So I know Lisa had a great result. We walked, we did about nearly 6K today, and our energy was great. Don't know how I got onto that. So is there anything else you want to say? Yeah, couples. So doing things together, that was my point. Great to have a buddy that you're doing it with. So even though I wasn't on Ketopia, I'm still doing elements of the program. I'm in between programs. I'm doing, I'm mainly eating ketogenic during the day. Really, I am. Not strictly on the program, and I'm with Lisa, who is doing the program, and it's just great to bounce off each other and do things together. Second best tennis since 16 years old. Awesome. Good on you, Lisa. We're very proud of you, and you look amazing. And Lisa introduced the digestive enzymes last week, and she said that's really made a difference. She feels that's made a huge difference. Yeah, good on you. All right, so any last words, anything to wrap up with? And please remember on next week that Sue Blair, who, has lost her 22 kilo, and any finishing, anything that you want to inspire people, or anything you want to share?
It is easy to do it together because we don't have to cook separate meals.
And then the support, and then if I don't make something, I don't feel like it, Elfie would make it, or but also it's the whole idea. It's like a lifestyle. It's an adventure to the other side of the bridge. I started this morning, so I feel like I'm really start crossing it. Exactly because of all the little noises comes to our head, all the habits, the daily habits that sometimes we don't notice. Of grabbing something, drinking something, and it's not really beneficial for us. I'm really looking forward to really change my lifestyle in that.
And Nadav, you don't need to lose weight, so tell everybody why you're doing it.
I do need to lose weight because I have the injuries to my hips and stuff, loss of calcium. So it really won't be good for me to be overweight, and I need to be on top of it.
But why else are you doing it? Because I know you're doing it for other reasons too.
One of the main reasons I just love to tap into that energy. That fascinates me. The energy that we are getting from basically consuming fat, our own body fat.
Yeah, and as Deb said it absolutely lowers inflammation, and we know. We've just had so many people that have commented on how much it helps their arthritis. Can I also ask you, Elfie, you had a great story about the PowerStrips. Do you want to? I know we're talking about Ketopia, but it's really important to take your SolarStrips and PowerStrips as the basic foundation.
I'm taking. That's why I really love all this stuff, because see, like now I have one on the back of my neck.
Yep.
I just put them on all the time. I have one on the bottom of my back. I do a lot of physical activities, and I just really feel that it helps me.
And you work with children too?
I work with children, so I'm a lot bending down, standing up, moving,
lifting,
jumping, lifting. So I just feel amazing. I put it sometimes in the morning, sometimes at night, and it just keeps me going. I take the SolarStrips also. I just love to have all these things under my hand, under my fingertips.
Absolutely.
It's really supportive. I especially there like that in Melbourne, cold, it affected me this morning. I took Raphael to school and came back, and I was like, wow. It's like, what, you know, it's like, it really affected me. I started taking the ketonics, and then I patched myself. I took a SolarStrip, and really feels that it's supporting me. You know, I have past injuries. We're aging slowly, and it's really nice to have those products that are so
nurturing and supportive.
Nurturing and easy. They're easy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have to say, with all the cold and everything, I'm experiencing this is my best winter ever. Like usually at this time of year, I'm just, you know, I eat all sorts of food. I put a bit of weight on, but I'm feeling like I'm going to get through to the summer and be the fittest I've ever been. So yeah, it's absolutely empowering. So any questions? Thanks everyone for being on. We've got a great crowd on, and please be on next week for Sue Blair. Thank you, Elfie and Nadav, for sharing the screen with us tonight. And yeah, we'll have a great update, great result by the end of next week. We'll see how much more you've shared and how you feel.
And I want to add something else, because as I see Elfie, it's very humbling. I think even for women, just to go out there, take a real good photograph of yourself, measure yourself. Most people don't do that. You know, you don't really go out about in your life and measure yourself. And then suddenly, oops, this is who I am, and this is how I look. And I just love the idea that we have a really amazing product, amazing tool that we can make huge changes. And it's just happening now. It didn't exist before. So we are sort of the pioneers who get the idea that there are other ways of doing things much easier, and we're tapping into it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the first time that I've been able to actually follow a regime, because I never. Well, it's not a regime; it's just a change. But I never was able to.
Do you feel empowered? You feel
very much.
Yeah. It is
very. And I feel safe.
I'm in awe about the whole thing, because I really never was able to. I just didn't do it. I just thought, it's all right. Love the skin you're in.
That's fun. And you look radiant. Doesn't she look great? She's beautiful. Look at her radiant skin and your hair. You're looking amazing. Wonderful. Tanya asked, do true SolarStrips help a lot during the Ketopia program? They absolutely do. Absolutely do. All right, everybody. Thank you. And thank you, Nadav and Elfie, for being on tonight. And
thank you, guys.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing everybody next week for an interview with Sue. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.